And welcome back to Friday Briefing. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm seeing quite a number of tweets. People are excited that they will be cracked up tonight. And so let's see if that's going to be happening. My guest anchors tonight, very interesting people. Njugush, Salimia wananchi tafadhali. Now this is the camera.
This.
Yes, yes.
This.
Yes.
Hello, people.
Okay, you don't have to say people. You can say, other gentlemen, ladies.
No, gentlemen, it's good umetaja gentlemen because niko na shida na wanaume ambao wanatembea bare chest. Mnaweza kuwa umeuga unatembea bare chest, lakini sisi mmetuweka wapi? Wanaume wakulima wadogo. That's why tumeamua.
Yeah, actually, you are barefoot. Why are you barefoot?
Tumeamua kutembea.
But why is that, Njugush?
See, because we can't walk bare chest. Hatuna nini. We have nothing to show.
Okay, I get it. Okay, Kush, the serious one, actually. Apparently, you're also a pastor. How is that possible?
Well,
apparently. So please confirm that before you begin.
Let me tell you something.
Please do.
God created us and gave us dominion, but dominion is power to rule. He didn't say exactly what you are going to rule. You can rule all reigns of your life. But now the problem is you are being brought up by somebody who does not have the knowledge that you have potential. So when you finish standard 7, like standard 8, like this guy,
yes,
he thinks that he can go to gym just to be six-pack instead of looking for 6 cars.
So you should be looking for 6
for
cars.
6 cars instead of going to gym to look for 6-pack.
Lakini you must look for the cars in order for you to park. Hallelujah.
But you see, you cannot buy a car when you don't have the parking.
Okay,
that's
another
problem.
Please.
Parking.
Yeah.
I beg to give up.
To give up.
Our church is based in
No, seriously,
Hotel.
but you are a pastor.
Yes, I'm a pastor now for 16 years, but I have preached for 30 years. I've been evangelist in the whole country, going for crusades everywhere, seminars.
That's 30 years.
Yeah, helping other pastors to open ministries.
And so how then did you, think that, I can actually pursue something in comedy?
I just found myself being a comedian.
How? How do you find yourself being? It's like me waking up today and saying, okay, you know what, I'm a news anchor, but hey, I'm funny.
Well, it depends.
How did it happen?
It depends with what you have gone through.
Okay.
Because the problems that you go through, they are teachers. In school, you cannot run what the problems can teach you.
Okay.
I'm a pastor. I'm a businessman. I'm a dog farmer.
Dog farmer?
Yes.
Okay.
I farm Great Danes.
Okay.
I think they are the biggest dogs.
All right.
Yeah. I'm also a musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll sing for us something.
I'll sing if you want me to sing.
Of course you will. I won't let you go without singing.
Thank you.
But let's now come to Amaan. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, so
but I just want to say
you cut a lady short, but it's fine.
It's okay. That's what comics do. We're not good with ladies. That's why we are funny.
Yeah,
anyway,
and singles.
I was just shocking to me that Kush over here has been doing comedy for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I'm just 22 years old.
And my last born is 26.
Wow.
Years old.
So he's been on stage performing technically for more than I have been alive. So that tells me a lot about being on stage and experience.
That's why when I see young people trying to be rich within a fortnight, it really hurts me. That's why they are turning to be thieves. Some of them are so hopeless in life that they turn to drugs and what have you because of being hopeless.
The hunger.
Because when I look young like him, they think we are of the same age. But I have done something more than them.
All right.
I've been a pit rattling digger
Really?
for 3 years. Yeah.
Okay.
My last pit rattling that I dug is in Magumu at ACK Church.
Is it free to use it, or I'm sure now?
Yeah, it's free.
I'm sure now they have to charge it.
In Ochas, it's not like in town.
In Ocha, you mean like the rural areas?
And they're the best ones because they are the doo-doos ones.
Okay, moving on swiftly. So, Amaan, so at least we know how they started comedy. And Njugush, I'm yet to know. How did you start comedy? At what point did you think I'm funny enough to go in front of a crowd and try to make them laugh?
Oh, I guess it was a slow process. Basically, all my friends were like, oh man, we think you're funny. I'm like, hey, they're my friends. They can't be lying. So I was in uni.
Of course they're lying.
Yeah. Sometimes friends are like that. So I was in uni. They had public speaking event, and in the cafeteria. Worst place to perform, by the way. So I'm like, hey, let's just try. So I went on stage, did the worst jokes ever.
Okay. Can you remember one of them?
No.
Okay.
I do, but I don't want to say.
Okay.
There's this one. Let's just embarrass one more time. You know, my sister's name is Jasmith.
Jasmith.
Yeah, and my father's like, learn from Aladdin. He impressed Jasmine. So I just switched Jasmine to Jasmine.
Okay.
You see how bad it was?
That was horrible.
Very horrible.
I'm still trying to think, okay, where's the joke?
I forgot the premise. That's the thing, yeah.
Okay.
So I performed, no one laughed. The Japanese teacher...
No one laughed.
No, we had a Japanese teacher, he looked at me like, all color singers are not funny. And I could see it in his eyes. I'm like, no, it's just me. Everyone else is funny. It's
but
just
you make, you make a lot of fun about your community.
I make fun of everyone.
Why is that?
I don't know. People are funny. I make fun of everyone. I've made fun of everyone as far as I can remember.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's come to you, man. Kush, you said you could sing.
Yeah.
I mean, we know you can make us laugh. Just drop a line for us.
Oh, well, what exactly do you want? Because
I mean, you sing in church, I'm sure.
Everywhere.
Just sing something, just one of your best lines.
Mokinyoro, shaliondo mwegarini. Ona kavothi ukeria ando atende na gacati kero karato kare andare na kongo mune ndacenjirie ona maguta ndewona die hakaga magokama.
All right. So for us who don't understand, what does that song mean?
I'm saying those who go and tell others about me, they should go and tell them that I have changed the shirts. I'm now wearing a new one.
Oh, lovely.
I'm having a new coat. The shoe that I was wearing, which was as if it was listening to a phone, I changed it. And also the lotion is not for the milking, oil.
Yeah. All right.
So they should take good news about me.
Good news, not bad news all the time.
People talk bad things about you.
Of course.
The problem is,
Tell
if
me.
you reason. Never listen to what they say, because your ears are not dustbins.
Oh,
you get what I mean?
That's so profound.
So I don't care what people say about me. I didn't go to look for somebody to help me buy this suit. So I don't need compliments.
Do you think that that's the truth with very many people? They listen to a lot of noise.
Many people have never come to live. They live other people's life. When you shall come to live is when you shall realize that you don't need anybody's body to become somebody.
Oh, jeez, preach.
You get me?
I get it.
Yeah, and you don't need
100%.
somebody to keep on telling you are smart. You know.
You know it.
You know. That's why the Bible says in Psalms 139, verse 8, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous is the work of the Lord, and my soul knows this very well.
Okay. Njugush.
So in short,
what can you say about that? Thanks.
Sasa hapa naona ni sadaka tutatoa. Wale baba tumefika. Now, what am I supposed to say after that?
Actually, we should just end the show now.
No. What am I supposed to say?
No, I want you to react to that. Do you think that wewe kama Njugush, people say una six pack?
Yeah.
They,
Betty unaleta mazoeano. Betty unaleta mazoeano, lakini it's true. Manake people will always talk. There are some people used to talk about very bad things about me. Like for example, I remember nikienda shule, they used to say this guy will never go to a good school. I always want to go to Alliance. But nilianza na Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 nilianza in another school somewhere kwa Majani. It was Naro High School.
No?
Naro High School, somewhere in Thika, Kafuruge. But believe it or not,
Please tell me.
that term, Form 3, I went to Alliance High School.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to Alliance. Tulipeleka bao. My uncle anapelekaga bao Alliance.
So you're going to deliver
He
some
distributes.
supplies.
Yeah, then after the holidays, I went back to my school. Anyway, people will always talk.
Yeah.
But what you do is that usibebwe na hiyo watu wanaongea. People will always talk. Yeah, but the good thing is about people will talk today. No matter the good or bad things you do, they'll always talk. So just be you.
All right.
Yeah.
And then just talking about just being you, do people meet you on the streets and they expect you to crack a joke and make them laugh?
Yeah, and this is a problem I have,
Like,
man.
Ebu Njugush to chekeshe. Do you
But the
get
good
a
thing
lot
about
of
that, I start laughing and you like, you see? And then you laugh, so you're done. But you see you're laughing. You
Okay,
see.
stop.
I stop.
Okay, can you just say
Yeah, we continue laughing.
I need some help here.
I'll
Okay, where's
use
that
that.
fire extinguisher?
I'll use that.
Okay, yeah, so you're explaining something.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, it's always, guys always expect you to make them laugh, and yeah, it's what we are called to do. Like when you find a Pasi, you expect him to tell words of wisdom. That's what you do. So when you tell me to crack a joke, nitakaa kile ulisikia jana, either ucheke ama ukae.
Hiyo ni shida yako.
Yeah, but you get that a lot and sasa tufanye nini? Na tuliitwa mwito tukaitikia. Who are we?
Okay, then speaking about being being called, Mankush, so how are you able to differentiate yourself from being, a man of God and an artist?
Let me tell you something. Whoever does not have reins of life, that person does not even exist, and even he is not worthy to exist. That's why we have
what does lines mean?
We have football field. Yeah, there is a place you can hold the ball, and you are not the goalkeeper. It is hard ball. It is a penalty. But in the same field, you can still touch the ball, and it is a fault.
Yes.
Many problems of many people, they are like referees. They follow the ball for 90 minutes looking for a mistake. There are people following you, looking for a mistake. And the only thing they have in them, nothing good can come out of their pockets, is only a yellow card and a red card. Nothing to celebrate you.
Okay.
Now, if you listen to those people, you'll never exercise the potential that you have.
But
potential is untapped ability in you. Everybody has potential.
It seems that you have been so affected by that because you keep talking about, even before the show, you're so passionate about this particular topic. What happened to you?
Because I like people to be themselves.
Do you think people aren't themselves?
They are not.
Okay.
If Joro was taught by
Njugush
was taught by his mother. Njugush, can you finish school so that you can go to your cousin at Grogan? For you to be taught to be a mechanic. And then Njugush finished school. He do exactly like what the mother told him. He does not exist. It is his mother who is existing in his life. That is why he will stay in Grogan destroying people's cars. And even if you go to university like he did, he went to university to be a marketer. But God created him to be a farmer. So it is called 4 wasted years.
And that's the thing about, some parents, the parents, I'm sure you're a parent,
Yeah.
they force their children to do things for
That's
themselves.
very bad.
Okay.
Nobody who is an immaterial. I always tell people my last born would have never been number 1 in school when they are going like this. He was number 1 when the rain turns.
Okay.
Yeah? But I have never beaten the boy. I was telling my boy, please can you try next term? At least somebody be behind you.
Okay.
You get, I'm trying to, because Amaan, me and Njugush, we are not immaterials, but we have something else better.
Okay.
You see, like now, you can be a comedian anytime. You can go to
Really?
town.
Not sure about
you can
that.
go tomorrow, go to town center, look at the highest building, and start saying, look there for 10 minutes. When you look around you, you'll have about 1,000 people looking up. And everybody is telling the other one what is happening.
What is
up.
happening up there?
And then when you see all of them have gathered, sneak, stay far, look at them. They'll stay there for 3 hours.
Looking at the top of the building.
Who was the visionary for this?
Vision.
Hapo kwa immaterial,
By the
actually
way.
I used to score. I used to get A's. Kila mtu akipatiwa karatasi yake A, but my A's were different. When I get paper nilikuwa So it's true, we cannot all be immaterial. Some are A, some are A.
Can I surprise you?
Yeah.
I didn't go to secondary school.
How come?
I did my CP in 1978, and I got 19 points.
Is that good or bad? I don't
Excuse
know.
me, I was called names by my father, who was a teacher. Yeah?
What names?
You are cow, you are son of a woman, you have ashamed me, I'm the teacher of the same school. But listen to me carefully. How could I get 35 or 36? And my father was beating my mom every evening. And in the morning, he is the one who is teaching me geography. Could I see a teacher or a demon in human form?
Wow.
So I'm not a cow. It is the teacher who was teaching me, needed to be taught before teaching me.
True.
You get what I mean? So everybody who is watching here, let me tell you, even if you didn't go to school, you have something that God created in you. Can you exercise it?
All right. Amaan, talk about this. This is turning out to be so intense.
Yeah,
you know?
how do I top that? I'm like, I like to eat and sleep. That's just me.
No, but
He's giving
seriously,
wisdom.
how do you use the experiences, because I mean, listening to Kush, I mean, it seems like he really uses his experiences, in the past to to make who he is right now in the right now, and of course in the future. For you, I mean, are there experiences that you've had that have made you be this comedian that everybody is talking about?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't think children just want to grow up and become comedians. Maybe, I don't know, some of them, I don't know a lot of things. I've just been 22, Yeah. But yeah, they are I guess, there are experiences that have made me forcefully become a comedian. First of all, I think it's just being rebellious. Everyone's like, oh, you're not funny. I'm like, I'll show you who's funny.
Yeah.
Me. And then 2 weeks later, they see me on TV. Then it's like, who told you? I told you.
And what do your parents think about, you being a comedian? First of all, do you have another hustle on the side?
Other than being Indian, I think that's a hustle on itself. Yeah, but...
being Indian is a hustle.
Hey, trust me. We can't build houses in Westlands now. It's terrible,
That was unfortunate.
Yeah. And as I was saying, my parents, in the beginning, when I told them about the idea, make people laugh, they're like, oh, you don't need stage, you make us laugh every day. No, I'm like, not you, mom and dad. I mean, people.
Yeah.
Make a career out of it.
Yeah.
Father's like, okay, I give you 6 months, show me what you got.
Okay.
At least you're supportive. So 6 months, I did something, he saw, and now he's fully supported. All my mom, my dad, my sister, everyone behind me.
All right, that's really good. Kush, I want to talk about opportunities. I mean, we've seen ladies like Mamito. She's incredibly funny.
She's doing very well.
Yeah, I mean, breaking the boundaries, and you're doing that too. I mean, being a pastor on Sunday, and so many other things. What does that say about breaking boundaries? You're so boxed into something.
You see, when I was growing up, we were having chickens, and I watched one chicken when it was incubating the eggs. When 21 days were over, the chicken did not break the shell of any chick. It just went out and started calling them. So it was upon every chick
to crack on its own.
The one which does not crack that shell, it dies therein. So everybody has work. Don't wait for anybody to crack the shell for you. Crack the shell for yourself, because you have power. That's why God created you and gave you dominion, power to rule. For example, now, when he brought the first man in Eden, as the Bible says, he was told to cultivate.
Right.
Change the land. So God did not do anything for like now, Amaan is not married.
Yeah.
Can I tell him something?
Please do.
You will never get married to your wife. You'll just get married to a woman, you make her a wife. Because the wife is not in the woman. The wife is material to make the woman. The woman you will need is here. If I tell you right now to draw. No, listen to me. If I tell you, Njugush, to draw a cow, can you pick a pen? Yes, do like this, and this is a paper. Draw a cow. Before you start, where is the cow?
It's in your head.
It's in your head.
So what do you want to do here? Is to take what is in your head, put it on the paper for us to see. So there is work for him to crack. And I want to tell somebody, without money in this world, you'll be even beaten by your own dog. How do you get money? Money is a reward after solving somebody's problem.
Right.
So you have to look for somebody who has a problem, solve the problem, get money. What about the lazy people who does not want to change, cultivate? They'll never get money.
But young people are saying there are no opportunities out there.
No opportunities. Who told them that? God says, I'll bless the work of your hands. Who have started washing cows around the village? Is that not a job?
Who are these young people? I don't know anyone who's saying there are no opportunities.
No, there are people.
There are opportunities.
What?
There are opportunities. Like now, every
no
young
jobs.
person think that going to music, because everybody else is a musician, and you find somebody even you don't want even to listen to him, but he can be a very good composer and give the composition to Njugush,
To an artist.
to an artist. Yeah, and you get something at the end of the day.
Okay.
And it is good he used the analogy of the chicks cracking out of the eggs, because that's what we are doing. We are cracking jokes.
Okay. Okay, Njugush, any water down like this, down, down, down.
I
Okay.
was trying to add something to make
Your puns are amazing, I have to say.
my pants, because of the cheese.
I mean, Njugush, the other thing about, comedy, does it have money? I mean, you do this
Oh my
thing.
God, it
Please
has.
talk to us about
It
this.
has. Let me start.
Maybe can Njugush maybe start and then you
No,
finish?
if I start,
I
I'll
need to
finish the
answer that
material.
also.
Okay.
Njugush,
No.
just say something about that.
I'd say just like any other career, there is money. Just like any other career, but it depends with how much you're pushing. You just can't stay there and you're like, yeah, there's money, and you're not working for it.
Right.
You must work for it. In every institution, in every career, you must work for what. So if you work, there is money, and that's why we are here. From Monday to Monday, this is what I do. Yeah, I know nothing else. Nilijaribu kwenda internship, nilikuwa mahali kunaitwa Shiro FM. Nikajaribu kwenda, nilikaa huko wiki mbili kuisha, nikaona hapa ikuji, and I left. Why? Because that was not me. This is what I love. This is what I love doing. So kama nafanya hivyo, Betty, na unaona nimeanza kunona.
Kidogo tu. Kidogo, somewhere in there.
Well, when I say there is money in comedy, out of what he does, he's picked by many companies to advertise their products. Okay? If he did not crack the shell, he could be somewhere just picking the tea.
Right.
I am an MC. I MC.
You get money.
I get money. MCing, I get from 50,000 up to 200,000. One, it's too few hours.
Okay.
Yeah?
Amaan, umefika hapo.
I am a counselor because
Okay.
I have done counseling. I go to counsel people, students in school, churches, groups. They pay me.
But is that comedy? That's just you being at the
Even the Bible, the whole of it is full of comedies. Number one,
stories.
Moses dropped the load. It turned to a snake. And God told Moses, pick it. Moses was a shepherd. He knows what the snake does to the cows.
Right.
So Moses started running away. Because he know, I think in his heart he told God, if heaven you pray with snakes, down here we don't play with snakes. No?
Okay.
And even when he reached the Red Sea,
Yeah.
and the water divided, he was not the first one to get in because he was also not trusting the water. He told the guys who were following him, you needed a way. It is here. He was the last one.
Yeah.
When he
was the
made
last
sure
one.
that the water is not coming
It's not
back.
coming back. All right. So it's full of stories. Okay. All right. So we'll come back to this conversation later, but I want us to have the guest anchor. And Njugush, I think you'll